kind of high school and the couple of years after high school, I was involved with the neighborhood gangs carjacking, and we would steal Honda Civics and Honda Accords because back then you could part them out to auto parts stores or auto body shops. Sorry, not auto parts stores, auto body shops who, instead of buying a right headlight from the dealership, they would buy it from us and therefore charge the customer less. It was a win-win for all. And so when you're carjacking someone, you justify to yourself that their insurance is going to cover it and no one's going to get hurt. We weren't looking to be violent. We just want to steal your car. And so that led to really being a fucking idiot and robbing homes, because we realized you could rob homes and steal their shit and take it to pawn shops. And when you're robbing a home, you case it beforehand, make sure no one's home. When my friends cased this one particular home, we didn't do a great job. And as it turns out, there was this little old lady who was there. I think it was like grandma visiting from out of town. And so I'm the getaway driver. I park 3 houses away across the street, and I'm looking kind of diagonally at the front door of the house. My friends get out of my pickup truck. They go hop the wall. They're going to break in. And I know about how long it's going to take. 8, 9, 10 minutes. Dude, within 2 minutes, they're hopping back over the wall, running. Like, drive. And so, boom, they get in the truck. I've got a camper shell on my Toyota pickup. It's a 79 Toyota pickup with an R22 engine, like a 4-cylinder, maybe 100 horsepower at best. And I'm fucking driving. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, fuck, dude, there was someone home. So all of a sudden that becomes a home invasion, no longer a robbery, a home invasion. And I'm driving, and within like 5 minutes, man, there's a helicopter. And I make a right-hand turn, this helicopter turns with us. I make a left-hand turn, it turns with us. I'm looking in my mirrors, I see unmarked police cars. I'm like, dudes, that helicopter's here for us. I'm in an old Toyota pickup. We're not, and I'm like, I just turned 20. We're not going anywhere. This isn't going to be like a highway, high-speed robbery, right? So I'm like, I'm going to pull into that gas station. As soon as I do, we're all running. Well, they obviously are prepared for it. So as soon as I pulled in, they jammed their front bumpers into my doors, which means we can't open the doors, and they pull us out the window, and they bring that lady in about 20 yards away in a car, in a cop car. They have us sitting on the front of another cop car, me and my 3 friends. She looks at each of them and nods her head yes, as in I recognize them. She looks at me and nods her head no, doesn't recognize me. So I just got my car impounded. My friends got arrested. That was a turning point for me in my life. And so that led to me living with friends after that. My dad was just like, get the fuck out of the house. And he had every right to. Obviously, I was being a shitbag. And so at the time, I was trying to get certified as a personal trainer. I also got a job right after that as a busboy at Disneyland. And about a year into my work at Disneyland, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Disneyland has a very high population of gay employees. And so
I did not know that.
Yeah, a lot of my coworkers were gay, and I was complaining to Bob and Randy, they're a couple, and I was like, man, I got all these nieces and nephews, and fucking holidays are coming, and between being a personal trainer who's only got like 2 clients and working here as a busboy, I don't have enough money. I was working Carnation Cafe on Main Street in Disneyland. 3 days later, I'm working as a bouncer at Oz in Buena Park, California, at a gay bar, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And which was pretty fucking cool, man, because yes, it's a gay bar. However, a lot of gay dudes bring their straight friends, girlfriends, from their work. And so I call my friends like, dudes, fucking fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Fish in a barrel. I'm like one of only 2 straight guys in the building, right? Like, you guys got to come. I can let you guys in. No, man, it's a gay bar. We're not coming. Like, you don't understand. There's straight chicks looking to get laid, fellas, right? So anyway, my friends never came, and so whatever, good for me. But I share that with you because at one point I was a personal trainer at LA Fitness, worked as a fry cook and a busboy at Disneyland, and then worked as a bouncer at Oz, and was trying to get by. And that's where I met my mentor, Jim Franco, at LA Fitness. He was my 4th personal training client, and he started teaching me entrepreneurism, like in between sets. Like, we would rest, and I'm like, dude, how do you come here at 2 in the afternoon, 3 days a week. Don't you have a job? He's like, yeah, I'm the CEO. I own my own company. Whoa, you could leave whenever you want? Yeah, I just lead people. I manage people. Wow. And when I noticed her, like, kind of like Escalade, and then you drive in with the Mercedes, and you got that old classic car. He goes, yeah, you know, you can have as many cars as you want if you make a lot of money. I was like, whoa, like that was like, I thought you were just supposed to.
World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't just need to have like a 79 Toyota pickup. Like this guy was speaking so much like wisdom to me. And I was smart enough to go, if I give you, because he had purchased three times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I said, Jim, if I give you a 4th session a week on me, can you then carve out time to teach me how to be an entrepreneur? Because I want to open up my own personal training studio. Because he had said, like, why don't you have your own personal training studio? And I was like, I don't have the money, right? So he brought me books and like Zig Ziglar and Tom Hopkins and Jay Abraham, like sales and marketing books. And so I started getting better at sales and recruiting clients off the gym floor. I was like, dude, I think I want to open up my own personal training studio. Because right now, the money that I make, the sales that I make, LA Fitness keeps, they pay me $12.50 an hour to train people. Yeah, I get a 10% commission off that sale, but I want the big bucks, right? And so he said, well, you know, if I loan you 50 grand at 8% interest, after you pay me back, I want to still be your business partner in your gym that you open. It's like, sure. That was a very sharky deal. I realized like that was like a very sharky deal. But that's how Jim taught lessons. Like, if you're not smart enough to counter him, then too bad. And so he was my business partner on my first personal training studio called Premier Results. I opened up 4 more within the next 4 years on my own without him. Ended up selling those and having my first exit by the age of 26, 27. And I was like, shoot, I like this entrepreneurship thing. The internet's starting to pop off at this point. Like, I think I can coach other gym owners and teach them how to do what I did. And it just kind of started there. And it was just a beautiful journey.
So after you did the exit with those 4 studios, what was your next play?
My next play was, so there's this publication called IDEA, like International Dance and something association, like Fitness Association, IDEA magazine. And it was the publication for all certified personal trainers that they would get. They ran an article on me that, you know, this personal trainer builds these personal training studios and then sells them, right? So I started getting gym owners reaching out to me. Can you teach me what you did? And these are not big box gym owners where they sell memberships, but like one-on-one personal training studios, right? Like 3,000 square feet. I was like, yeah, sure. How much are you willing to pay me? And so I didn't even realize I was kind of going into the consulting industry.
Yeah.
And so I started coaching and consulting gym owners, personal training studio owners. And that went well until 2008 when the housing market crashed. And because I was doing one-on-one personal training, which was the model that I learned at LA Fitness, I was teaching them to do that. Well, one-on-one personal training ain't cheap. It's like $600 to like $1,000 a month, depending on how many times a week you're with a personal trainer. And so when the housing market crashes, all of my personal training gym owner clients start dropping off because their clients start dropping off. They start dropping off. I'm like, fuck the hell if me and my family are going to go live with my parents now, right? Like, what's my next pivot? And I saw these outdoor boot camps being run, you know, at parks, at school playgrounds, where it's like one trainer, a whole bunch of clients, group fitness programs. I was like, well, maybe personal training doesn't have to be one-on-one. Maybe it can be one-on-many. And so that's the idea of Fit Body Bootcamp. That's how Fit Body Bootcamp came to be. 2 years later, we had our first Fit Body Bootcamp opened inside of a gymnastics center